This is the Epstein story keeps changing. Coffeezilla here, doing his thing, talking about how MAGA has so completely changed everything they have to say about Epstein. Like Bob probably is like, those Epstein files, they never existed. He didn't blackmail nobody. Like Trump definitely isn't in the Epstein files like 200 times. And there definitely is not a civil case against him from a woman named Katie Johnson claiming that Epstein and Trump assaulted her when she was 13. Definitely that doesn't exist. It might be time to go, Bob. Bet you're MAGA by 2034. It depends on how much money I have, Bob. If the economy gets really bad, I might have to turn to grifting off of you, Bob. I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to say, I'm not going to close any lanes for my potential ability to pay my mortgage. In 2034, if America has crashed into a burning pile of dog shit, I might be forced to go MAGA just so I can grift off you guys. I mean, it's good money. It's good money. All right, let's watch this.
Watch the changing stories on Jeffrey Epstein. Enjoy.
Bill Clinton.
Nice guy. Got a lot of problems coming up, in my opinion, with the famous island with Jeffrey Epstein.
That island was really a cesspool. There's no question about it. Just ask Prince Andrew.
You say that the FBI has Epstein's list. They're sitting on it. That doesn't seem like something you should do. You're protecting the world's foremost predator. That seems like an evil thing to do, regardless of who may be embarrassed in the release of that list. Why is the FBI protecting the greatest in human history?
Simple, because of who's on that list.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I love the poorly educated.
Oh, my God, dude. Ah, it's just so amazing to watch them in their own words. Yeah, no, he's right. He's telling the truth. Actually, Cash Patel, 100% cash. Cash money right there. They are protecting that list because of who is on that list. And I've said it. All these fucking dipshit Charlie Kirk supporters that are like, yeah, then if Donald Trump's name was on that list, then why didn't Joe Biden produce the list in 2020? Yeah, because it isn't just Republicans. There are elites across the fucking political sphere that are probably on that list. There are probably a lot more conservatives. And here's a real sad one for you guys. Here's one that'll fucking really fuck you, right? Is that some of those people that aren't conservative, that may be rocking the blue, also happen to be Donald Trump's friends too. Crazy. Yeah, there's a reason Donald Trump don't want that list to come out. Mostly because he's all over that bitch. But also, the reason that no one else is releasing it is because there's a lot of people on that list. And a lot of those people are friends with Donald Trump, even when they don't share the same political party. But you'll never be able to come to terms with that because you're not logical people. You have absolutely zero critical thinking skills. You've never picked up a book in your life, and it fucking shows. That's why. 5 Alarm. Thank you for the $1. That's one more punch. One more punch. Thank you, 5 Alarm. Yeah, and $10. Oh, thank you. Yeah, dude, we're gonna get a rope-a-dope. $10. 5 Alarm. Thank you so much. YouTube is screwing me. YouTube is always screwing me as well, so it's kind of an orgy right now. Or swingers? I don't know. What is that? What is that? An orgy. I believe it's an orgy. We're all getting screwed together. Thank you, 5 Alarm. Thank you for the $10.
Killed Jeffrey Epstein.
This doesn't look...
Who may be protecting the world has Epstein's list. They're sitting on it. That doesn't seem like something you should do. You're protecting the world's foremost predator. That seems like an evil thing to do, regardless of who may be embarrassed in the release of that list. Why is the FBI protecting the greatest in human history?
Simple, because of who's on that list.
Who killed Jeffrey Epstein?
This doesn't look right. It doesn't look like
You know, Epstein's an intelligence asset for people in the Middle East, right? I'm like, no, I didn't know that. I'm like, you sure of that? The person, let's say, is like, I'm absolutely sure of that. his plane and that island, the cameras, there's a big assumption out there that these videotapes were exclusively in the custody of Epstein. That's a huge mistake. The reason they wanted this story to go away is because there's an assumption like, oh yeah, Epstein had him. No, he wasn't the only one who had him, according to this source. These assets, that's why this blackmail story makes so much sense. There are a lot of people who are knee deep in the Washington swamp who are not telling you the truth about serious allegations out there that Epstein may have had video and audio of people out there doing things they shouldn't have been doing. And you should be asking yourself the question, how is it that all these people, the CIA director, the Obama fixer, Bill Clinton, all intersected paths with Jeffrey Epstein? Jeffrey Epstein isn't with us anymore, and nobody seems to want to talk about it.
These people are never going to be the same. You know, there's always this question, right? Like, it's like, and like I said, there used to be this middle ground where we could all come together and we'd all be like, yeah, like fucking they're hiding the UFO information from us, right? Like most of us, regardless of political party, used to be able to come together in the middle and be like, fucking, the UFOs, I know they have it. I want to see it. I want to see it. And the Epstein files used to be one of those things. It used to be one of those things where I was like certain, 100% certain that that if you were a conservative and you supported Donald Trump and his name was on that list, that you would be like, okay, well, hey, I'm not saying the dude did it, but at least he should be investigated. I think he should be put on trial. Like I've said this a million times before, I don't care who the fuck, I don't care whose name is on it. I don't care if it's fucking Ricky Henderson. I love Ricky Henderson. Ricky Henderson, sorry. Ricky Henderson is not on the list. This is a hypothetical. Not that Ricky Henderson's ever going to watch my stream. If my favorite athlete of all time was on that list, I'd be like, well, he should probably be investigated. If my favorite movie star, my favorite politician, my favorite scientist, and my favorite person was on that list, I'd be like, he should be investigated, should be put on trial if there's evidence that something was done. Because, yeah, no, I understand that not every single person that knew Jeffrey Epstein was a part of what he did. But if your name's in those files, and if there happens to be videos of you, then your ass should be on trial. But this is what proves that MAGA is a fucking cult. Is because there is not a single one of these cult member ass MAGA that believe that Donald Trump is anywhere in there, no matter how many times you show them that he's redacted from these files, no matter how many times that you show them the evidence of the Katie Johnson case. They'll never admit it. You know why? Because they're in a fucking cult. And they would happily defend Donald Trump even if they saw a video of Donald Trump doing it. There could be literal video evidence of Donald Trump harming underage people. And these people would 100% find a way to say, that's not him. He didn't do it. I'm not going to watch it. Bullshit. Mainstream media. Blah, 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 blah. NPC talk. Blah, 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 blah. That's how we know it's over for you. That's how we know it's over for you. That's how we know you're never coming back. That's how we know you're never going to be able to exist in a sane society ever again. Your family's never taking you back into the fold. Your friends are never going to be able to be friends with you again. No job that you're ever going to get, are you ever going to be able to speak openly about what you do and who you are as a person? Because everybody there is going to hate you. Because you're broken, you're brainwashed, and you'll never find your way back to the world of the sane ever again.
Would you declassify the 9/11 files?
Yeah.
Would you declassify JFK files?
Yeah.
Would you declassify the Epstein files?
Yeah, I would.
All right.
I guess I would. I think that less so because, you don't know. You don't want to affect people's lives if it's phony stuff in there because there's a lot of phony stuff with that whole world.
Yeah.
But I think I would, or at least
Do you think that would restore trust? help restore trust?
Yeah, I don't know about Epstein so much as I do the others. Certainly about the way he died. It would be interesting to find.
Like Bob's just sitting there like, yeah, no, like, yeah, I mean, he said he would, but like, he's right, actually. He's right.
I know what happened there, because that was a weird situation, and the cameras didn't happen to be working, et cetera, et cetera.
I want to talk.
Dipshit, Bob Cox. I know you're fucking hard of hearing because you're probably 79 years old. I already said, this is what Bob said. Dude, really? So you don't think if Trump was on the big list that it would have been leaked, exposed before the election? First of all, you fucking idiot. I don't believe there's a list. I believe that there's evidence of these people through journals, through videos, through whatever the fuck that he kept around. Okay, so I'm not the fucking moron that believes that there's some kind of stupid ass list that existed of just like fucking names of people. It would be compiled from the evidence. But since you weren't listening like 5 fucking seconds ago when I already fucking said this, the reason that the list would not have been published before the election, whether it's 2016, 2020, 2014, or 1994, would be because there are people across the political spectrum, probably apolitical people, probably conservative, probably Democrat, that happen to be on that list. Because it's a big fucking club and you aren't part of it, no matter how many little orange mushroom dicks you want to suck to get into it, Bob. You'll never be one of them. You'll only be the guy down on the bottom fucking defending them while you lose all your fucking rights. You'll always be that shitty little fucking person that they don't want anywhere near them. The reason they didn't put that shit out and never ever fucking will put that shit out is because they're on it. Their friends are on it. And Donald fucking Trump is on it. So you can take your fucking weird ass fucking, why didn't I put it out there before? If you don't have enough fucking brain cells to figure that out, do us all a fucking favor and just give up.
Talk to you about the Epstein case. I have worked on this for years, trying to get those records of who flew on Epstein's plane and who helped him build this international human trafficking ring.
Absolutely, Senator. Child trafficking has no place in the United States of America, and I will do everything, if confirmed as FBI director, to make sure the American public knows the full weight of what happened in the past.
Release the list.
JD Vance is like, If you watch this shit, Bob, and you're like, if you can do the mental gymnastics, my dog, seek therapy. Find somebody. Pay fucking whatever it takes and how many ever fucking dollars to wash out the fucking shit that is in your brain. Your people already got it. Nice, buddy. Nice. That's why Pam Bondi said it was on her desk. That's why she said that's why fucking Alina Baba said there was thousands of videos. Yep. Good job, dude. Hey, look at you. You're such a good little minion. The brainwashing is so good. What's it like to be like you? What's it like to not think? What's it like to just be fed information? What's it like to be like that? Holy fuck. It is you guys should be studied. 100%. Please, Bob, do me one favor, Bob. When you pass, please donate your brain to science. It's the only thing good that you will ever do in your life. And it might be the only thing that you can do that will make up for all the dumb shit you did while you're alive that led to so many things happening to so many people. That if you could do one thing for me, dude, before you go, donate your brain to science, please, because it deserves to be studied.
Seriously, we need to release the Epstein list. That is an important thing.
The DOJ may be releasing the list of Jeffrey Epstein's clients. Will that really happen?
It's sitting on my desk right now to review.
A lot of people are wondering, because you said last week that you have the Epstein files on your desk, is when can we see them and what's taking so long to release them?
I do. Jesse, there are well over this. This will make you sick. 200 victims. 200. So we have well over 250 actually. So we have to make sure that their identity is protected. Other than that, I think tomorrow, Jesse, breaking news right now, you're going to see some Epstein information.
And let me just go ahead, Bob, because you can't seem to get out of your own fucking bullshit. If what Pam Bondi said right there was true and that they followed through with that, I would support what Pam Bondi said. I don't care that Pam Bondi happens to be in Trump's administration. I don't care that I dislike the other things that Pam Bondi has done in Trump's administration. If Pam Bondi were to take the files that she supposedly had, allegedly had, and she were to make it safe for the victims, which is appropriate to do so, and then to publish it as is, without those victims' names in it, I would support that. So when you say stupid shit like, your side got rid of the evidence, I want you to understand something. When it comes to the safety of children, the only side that I'm on is the side of the children. That's it. See, that's the difference between me and you, is I'm not willing to protect anybody, regardless of what party they belong to. I'm not willing to protect anybody, no matter what my prior opinion of them was, if they've harmed children. Yet you seem to be happy to defend a whole group of people, not based on any type of factual evidence or any type of real actual relationship you have with them, but only on the hope that it keeps you within a group of brainwashed cult members that agree with the stupid fucking hate-filled, vitriol-filled, anger-filled, fear-filled rhetoric that makes you feel comfortable because you've achieved nothing in this life. My dog, wake the fuck up.
And being released. There are tens of thousands of videos.
Sure they did, Bob. You're literally doing it right now, dog.
Children
You're literally doing it right now.
What kind? Are we going to see who was on the flights? Are we going to see any evidence from what he recorded? Because he had all of his homes wired with recording devices.
Yeah. What you're going to see, hopefully tomorrow, is
don't take my word for it, Bob. Take Pam Bondi's.
A lot of flight logs, a lot of names, a lot of information, but it's pretty.
Hey, Bob, you know who's on those flight logs, Bob? Can you tell me who's on those flight logs, Bob? Can you tell me who's not on those flight logs, Bob? It was Joe. Can you answer for me? Was Joe Biden or Kamala Harris on those flight logs, Bob? Can you answer that for me? I know you can't read, so this is going to be a difficult question for you to answer. Was Joe Biden or Kamala Harris on those flight logs, Bob? Was Donald Trump on those flight logs, Bob? Can you answer that for me? Was Donald Trump on those flight logs, Bob?
Pretty sick what that man did.
Okay, well, we'll
along
look
with
for
his
that.
co-defendant.
Absolutely, and he had help. That's for
He
sure.
sure did.
But in this case, in Epstein's case, it is incredibly disturbing. We have flight logs, we have information, names.
Bob, no, I know that's TDS, perception alteration, because you have Trump derangement syndrome. You don't have to tell me that you have Trump derangement syndrome. I know you have Trump derangement syndrome. Why, yes, it is, DJ. Well, yes, it is. It is cherry limeade. Thank you. I'm pretty high class.
That will come out.
Is it going to be shocking?
I don't see how it's not shocking that there were so many individuals that were hidden and kept secret and not been held accountable.
White logs tied to accused.
Bro, I love how far you guys are willing to go. Everyone rents out their planes. Motherfucker, if Joe Biden's name was even on there once, you'd be losing your shit. See, this is why nobody takes you seriously, Bob. This is why you're literally just a troll. And I thank you, because I appreciate you allowing me to be able to do this. You existing allows me to get all of this shit out there for other people to hear, for them to see it, to see how ridiculous people like you are. It's great. Like, I actually appreciate it. I've told you before, the reason I don't block you guys is because it's fun as fuck. And also, it's helpful. You guys will do any fucking mental gymnastics necessary for a guy whose name appears 200 times in the files, right? But if Joe Biden was on there one time, dog, you'd be like, doesn't matter. One time. There's one picture of Bill Clinton, and you guys are 100% sure that Bill Clinton was doing that. And I'm with you guys. I'm like, yeah, we should definitely see whether or not Bill Clinton's name's in there. Yeah, we should definitely find out why that picture exists. I'm all for it. I want to see it. I want to know. But see, there's Bob. There's Bob right there. There's Bob right there. Good job, buddy. I love that you guys prove it for me. I love how much you guys prove it for me. It cracks me up that you guys literally, I can just say the things, and then you guys just come out and just fucking like, you're like, yeah, I'm going to prove that I'm an idiot. It's fucking amazing. I'm telling you, please donate your brain. Please donate your brain.
Trafficker Jeffrey Epstein have been released to some conservative political commentators. They walked out of the White House holding binders labeled the Epstein files.
There was an expectation that this was going to be bigger. You had the same expectation.
We all did. And the FBI handed over a couple hundred pages of documents. But, you know, Sean, I gave them a deadline of Friday at 8 a.m. to get us everything. And a source had told me where the documents were being kept. Southern District of New York, shock. So we got them all by, hopefully all of them, Friday at 8 a.m., thousands of pages of documents. I have the FBI going through them, and Cash is also, now that we have Cash here, it's a game changer, of course. And, you know, we're going to go through it.
Yeah, guys, just a matter of time. It's a matter of time, guys.
Through it as fast as we can, but go through it very cautiously to protect all the victims of Epstein.
Now, is that the only thing that would be redacted? Will everything else be made public?
It's always about protecting the victim. But you know what? We believe in transparency, and America has the right to know.
What we know is that this was a large network of high-profile, high-dollar predators.
Bob, you better hope you're not fighting Gulf Marine for that can of beans. You wouldn't last more than 10 seconds, dog.
Who abused untold numbers of minors. Only one person has been prosecuted for these crimes, and that is Ghislaine Maxwell.
If there was a video of some guy or gal committing felonies on an island and I'm in charge, don't you think you'd see it?
If you have access to it.
If I have it, period.
Right.
If I have it.
Right. If you have it.
Right.
But you can't say that you have it.
Even Bob don't buy that bullshit, but he has to say he does. See, that's the thing. This is why I don't like the MAGA thing. This is why when people were like, you could join us over here on MAGA, I was like, bro, no, never ever in my life. Because even if you guys had something that I agreed with, I can't join some fucking cult like that. Look, I've told everybody in my chat multiple times, I won't be woke scolded. I won't have people tell me I have to agree with them on things. I won't be told that I have to, not say this or not say that because it's me. Look, I heard somebody the other day saying they like the dark woke shit. And I was like, I fucking started it. I started it. I came on here before the left was willing to say mean things. I came on here and I started this channel talking mad shit. I was talking so much shit that left-wing people would come through here and they'd go, you're too mean. You should stop making fun of these mentally ill MAGA people. It's not nice to make fun of crazy people. And I was like, you know what? No. Now all of a sudden all these people are like, we gonna talk shit. Now we gonna talk shit. They joined my fucking cult. Bob. That's the fucking difference between me and you, and it always will be. Is that you guys will never vary from the fucking script as long as Donald Trump's name is attached to it. As long as Donald Trump is the subject, you will never vary from the script. But over here, me, if it happened tomorrow, that they released the real files and it was validated and verified or whatever the fuck, and people actually like were like, hey, look at that. That's them. I'm gonna be like, good. That's good for the world. That's good for people. Like, let's keep some kids safe. And if Donald Trump's name ain't in it, I'm gonna be like, well, that's weird. Because it was already confirmed. They've already seen the files. They already know. Now if you want to say, oh, it was in it, but hey, he didn't do anything. There's no evidence. They say put him on trial. Let's see what happens. Put him on trial. Let's have an investigation. Let's see what happens. But Bob, you're the type of dude that supports Diddy. You're the type of dude that'll support Donald Trump no matter how many names, his name, his friends' names, how many times it shows up in there. Because every accusation with you guys is a confession. So when you're like, you guys are all the same, you only believe the same thing as those people. I've literally lost subscribers for my views. I've literally had people come into my chat, argue with me, call me a piece of shit, call me mean. I'm out here doing something that the left never wanted to fucking ever be a part of. And a lot of the left still doesn't want to be a part of. I sit up here, I talk shit, I make fun of people like you, and I don't give two fucks whether or not people stay subscribed or they go watch some other shit. But you, because every accusation is confession, you know better. You know not to stray from the script. Because if you do, you'll lose the only friends that you have left. So don't forget, there's a big difference between me and you. Don't put your shit on me.
No, we're giving you everything we have.
So far.
Everything we have so far is.
Have you guys gone over all the video that's available?
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. That's what takes so much damn time.
Did Jeffrey Epstein himself or did somebody kill him?
Senator, I believe he himself in a cell in the Metropolitan Detention Center.
Are you going to release all the information about that?
Senator, we are working through that right now with the Department of Justice.
You said Jeffrey Epstein committed suicide.
Grats on 1 month no smoking, Kelly. Grats.
People don't believe it.
Well, I mean, listen, they have a right to their opinion, but as someone who has worked as a public defender, as a prosecutor, who's been in that prison system, who's been in the Metropolitan Detention Center.
If you don't think I'm 10 toes down on this, go watch a fucking video from like a year ago. I said that shit. I said, I'm one of the people that's going to sit here and go like, Epstein didn't kill himself. Fuck that. Epstein didn't kill himself. And I'm still saying it. I'm still saying it. Still saying it. 10 toes down. That's what it is to actually be able to stand on business.
Who's been in segregated housing. You know a side when you see one, and that's what that was.
He killed himself. You want me to? I've seen the whole file.
The Epstein files. What's the answer to that?
The answer to that is the same as everything else. I'm not going to withhold information from the American public ever. But I'm also not going to rush to get it out there in a format in which they can't rely on it. So on the Epstein matter or any other matters, we are diligently working on that. And it takes time to go through years of investigations, years of political maneuvering, and years of cover-up to get the American people what they deserve. And that's what I'm going to give them. And you're going to get the video.
You know what they're going to do? I'm surprised they still haven't done it. I can't wait for the Chat GPT version of the Epstein files to come out. I can't wait. Because you guys remember when they first said they were going to release the Epstein files? And all those people over on X, you guys remember that? They all released a list. And Eminem was on that shit. You guys remember that? I don't know if you guys even saw that. But when they claimed they were going to release the list, okay, and a bunch of people created fake lists. It is all right-wing people, of course, because every accusation is a confession. They all created lists, and one of them had Eminem on it. And I was like, dude, you guys, you come on. You're going to fake some shit. You got to make it a little more believable. And I said it. I was like, and once again, this is not something new for me. I've been saying this shit for a while. They're going to fake it. They're going to chat GPT some shit, just like they chat GPT those fucking MAGA studies, which that ain't a lie. Go look that shit up. They chat GPT some MAGA studies. Use studies that don't even exist. They're gonna chat GPT it. And somebody like fucking George Santos or Caitlyn Jenner are going to get thrown under the bus. They're going to be a part of it because they're going to be like, fuck, we can't put Eminem in there. They've already figured it out. Like, we got to sacrifice somebody, man. That's when you're going to find out. That's when, because all these morons are like, there's a list. There ain't a list. The only list that's going to be is one compiled by fucking Chat GPT. They'll probably leave the prompt in that bitch, right? Just like they Chat GPT the equation for the fucking tariffs. It's the Chat GPT administration. And imagine, Bob, you could wake the fuck up and actually like recognize that I'm not up here saying this because it's Donald Trump in charge. Like, fucking, you think I have any problem with tech being like the future of America? Nope, none at all. That's what it should be. Should be the future of America. But I'm not going to be a cuck. I'm not going to sit here and watch tech billionaires do the shit that they have done and just be like, oh, that's all good. I love it. No, I'm going to call them out on the shit, even though I know that tech is the future of America.
Of the cell. And you're going to see for yourself.
We do have video. It's not the greatest video in the world. I don't want to set expectations on fire. However, the video does show in that specific block that he goes in, made a phone call. You'll see 12 hours of guards going to basically check on him, come back. You'll see no one really comes out in that bay, in that area, than him. There's no one in there. When you combine that with the other evidence we will be releasing in the coming weeks, we're still finalizing some of the products. I think it's pretty clear.
Overnight, the FBI and Justice Department releasing 11 hours of footage they say helps confirm notorious financier Jeffrey Epstein died by suicide in his Manhattan jail cell in 2019. But perhaps the biggest bombshell, investigators say they found no incriminating client list of Epstein's, no credible evidence that Epstein blackmailed prominent individuals, and no evidence that could predicate an investigation against uncharged third parties.
Alex Costa, he allegedly said that he did work for an intelligence agency. So could you resolve whether or not he did? And also, could you say why there was a minute?
Oh, watch your boy here, Bob. Watch your boy get upset. Bob, don't play like you actually give two shits about the Epstein client list. Don't even play like you care, dog. Because if you cared, you should be upset that your president, the dude you voted for, the guy you thought was going to release the list, and I don't even hate you for that. I'm like, if that's one of the reasons that you voted for Trump, Bob, if you were like, he's going to release the Epstein list and all these people are actually going to be held accountable, then I applaud you for that, Bob. I applaud you for voting for him for that reason. Not for all the other ones, but for that reason, I'll give you credit. But if you can't sit here and watch what this man's about to say and work it through your fucking brain that this dude never was going to release those files, and you voted for him thinking that he was, and he knew you were a fucking aggressively gullible rube. If you can't work that through your head, I don't know what to tell you, dog. I don't know what to tell you.
Missing from the jailhouse tape on the night of the set.
Yeah, sure. If
Pam, could I just interrupt for 1 second? Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein? This guy's been talked about for years. You're asking, we have Texas, we have this, we have all of the things. And are people still talking about this guy, this creep? That is unbelievable. Do you want to waste the time, and do you feel like answering?
I don't mind answering.
I mean, I can't believe you're asking a question on Epstein at a time like this.
I can't believe you're asking a question about Epstein at a time like this. Bro. Don't sit there and act like if that was Biden, you'd be like, lock that motherfucker up right now. Lock him up. Lock him up. If that's Clinton, dude, you'd be like, fucking, they did it. They did it. They did it. But no, right now you're sitting there going right now, he called him a creep, bro. He called him a creep, though. Like he obviously doesn't like him because he called him a creep, bro. Because, you know, no one could ever just, you know, call somebody a creep. That's bullshit. That couldn't happen.
We're having some of the greatest success and also tragedy with what happened in Texas. It just seems...
Yeah, DJ. A dude who will willingly bring up the rigged 2020 election no matter what the fucking topic is. The guy who brought up how he bombed Iran in front of a fucking soccer team that had nothing to do with it. Yet this guy's really worried about going off topic, guys. This guy... Guys, Donald Trump never goes off topic. I don't know if you guys know that, but Donald Trump always very focused on what's going on. Never goes off topic. Definitely never changes the subject.
Like a desecration.
If you can spend 10 minutes watching that shit, if you can spend 10 minutes watching that shit and say to yourself that these people aren't full of shit, I genuinely don't believe there's hope for you. Like all the shit talking and insults and fucking having a good time making fun of you aside, like I don't think there's any hope for you. I don't think you will ever actually recover from any of this shit. I don't think you'll ever actually come back to reality. If you can watch 10 minutes of that, and that's not even it, right? Like there's so much more footage of these people talking and being hypocrites. If you can't bring yourself to a point where you can say to yourself, like, I might have actually been wrong about this. I'm not even saying like you're telling yourself you are wrong. If you can't even bring yourself to be able to say, like, you know what, actually I might be wrong about this, there is no hope for you, dog. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please like and subscribe and hit that notification bell, and check out that video on the screen now.